We are back to the channel where we talk about everything US news, US headlines, and we break down everything in between companies, ticker symbols, and what's going on and how it can affect you. And also, we give you the chance to also drop your companies or ticker symbols in the comments, and we'll look at them as well. That way, what are you going to get out of this stream? You're going to get out of it, you're going to save a lot of time because we go over the news and the headlines so you don't have to. And we look at things so you don't need to. Also, my name is James. I'm from the US, from the Midwest. And if you know anything about the Midwest, well, there's not a whole lot going on there except for farming and sports. And well, I wasn't very good at either of those. But I was good with numbers, and I took my love for numbers into engineering, and engineering got me interested in charts, analysis, and finding the patterns. Elgidaire212, hey, greetings and welcome. Happy Friday, everyone. We've made it one more week. we're still going strong despite, what is it right now? We've got oil at, good golly, Brent crude's at 105.5 right now, and West Texas is at 95.4. Let me know. Another day in paradise. Another day in paradise, El Jador. Let's try that one out. Another day in paradise. Let me know how the gas prices are. Let me know what the gas price is where you are. El Jador, what's the gas price where you are? Let me know. And welcome. Today is Friday, and we hope to brighten your day a little bit, put a smile on your face despite the crazy oil prices and despite the chaos, despite the, crazy things that are going on. Enjoy. We're going to go over some of the headlines, and we're going to go over some of the news, and we're going to make it a fun time as well. So having said that, welcome. My name is James, and Warner Brothers finally got their investors approved to a $110 billion sale with Paramount. Also, we'll talk about IBM tanks as results failed to quell the AI concerns. IBM coming up. We'll also talk about, we'll brief you on Tesla, what their Q1 was and how the CapEx spoiled it for the investors. And also, semiconductors like NVIDIA and Micron are on a great, remarkable streak. El Jador, 529, New Jersey. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, anybody else? What are the gas prices where you are right now? Yeah, I use Shell only. Gotcha. All right, and we're gonna check into NVIDIA, Micron as well. Also, we got headlines from Taiwan Semiconductor just hitting a record high. We're going to go over that, and TSMC is also using faster, smaller chips. We'll talk about that. And Meta, oh my gosh. Meta is not only laying off thousands, they just struck another deal with Amazon to use their CPU chips. We'll talk about that. Meta laying off, I think it was 8,000, is that right? 8,000 or 10% of their workforce. And at the same time, they just invested with Amazon's CPU chips. That's coming up. Also, we'll get, Meta right here, 8,000 jobs. And Meta, 8,000 jobs, what are they gonna do? And they're going to invest it into Amazon. And also, Microsoft is offering buyouts to many of their staff instead of just cutting them. They're offering them buyouts. And Microsoft is also investing into Australia. We'll talk about that one. $18 billion investment into Australia. And where is it? Right here. Yeah, if you're into Palantir, this one's for you. Minneapolis campaigners press the Swiss National Bank to dump Palantir investment. So we'll talk about that. And AMD, if you're a fan of AMD, AMD just hits a record high on the upgrade and Intel results. So AMD is coming up for you. Also right here, Intel just cleared its .com era ceiling after earnings. And we'll look at Intel later on also. Here we go. Also, we'll take a look at ServiceNow and IBM. But Honeywell, also big company, misses their Q1 forecast due to some of the craziness going on in Iran. And also with Nike, that's a company that's actually spiraling down right now, is going to cut 1,400 in their second round of layoffs this year. We'll give you an update on them and what they're doing. And Starbucks, yes, this is a one. Their new loyalty program is actually pulling back in some of the value-conscious customers, and their chart pattern is actually going up. Okay, we'll go over them. And here we go. Um, for all the people that need to lose some weight, Lilly's obesity pill hits nearly 4,000 prescriptions in the second week after launch. Again, you know, if you're carrying around some extra weight, Lilly's obesity pill, 4,000 prescriptions second week. We'll talk about that as well. And Procter and Gamble, they beat their earnings and their sales, and they just jumped up 7%. Procter and Gamble up 7%. And also another one we've got coming up is right here. Yeah, we talked about how Brent is pushing $106 per barrel, and West Texas is pushing 95. And because oil goes up, the dollar goes up, and with that, gold goes down and silver goes down too. So right now, gold's at 4,710. Silver is at $75.53. They work inversely. Oil goes up, dollar goes up, and because gold and silver are priced in dollars, they go down. Now, we'll also talk about how that affects some of the miners. That's all coming up. If you're a gold and silver bug, let me know. Enzo, welcome. Let's see. Let's see. The offer is still available. MD Manic, greetings as well. Let's see. BW, hello to you too. Yeah, and right here we'll get into also the U.S.-Iran war evolves into naval standoff over Strait of Hormuz after both countries seize different ships. So this whole ceasefire thing, I'm not so much it's a ceasefire at all. But because everyone's shooting each other's ships, I don't see the ceasefire. And right here, we got Dow Incorporated CEO says, clearing of the Strait of Hormuz logjam will take almost a year. Okay, so we got all this backlog. And even if we fix the Strait of Hormuz right now, it'll take almost a year to clear everything out. So if you're looking for good news, it's not there. So let's go a little bit deeper here. Again, my name is James. Welcome to the channel. Let's have some fun with the headlines, even if they are a little bit depressing. There's some good stuff going on, okay? So we'll keep that in mind. So again, Warner Brothers investors approve $110 billion sale in Paramount Skydance following long battle with Netflix. Dun, dun, dun. You remember this one, right? So on Wednesday, Warner Brothers shares increased based on the preliminary vote, stockholders, etc. Said released that the vote is another key milestone coming through. $110 billion deal. We're going to be looking at Warner Brothers coming up, and to go deeper into IBM. IBM plummeted more than 10% at the market open on Thursday, joining a sell-off in software names like ServiceNow and Oracle. A lot of the software is selling off now. Thank you for those likes and those shares. I super do appreciate it. Helps the channel a lot. For all of you subscribing, liking, and sharing, right on. Happy Friday. Let's rock and roll. All right. Dun, dun, dun. Happy fun day. Let's see. MD Manic. Making sure. Okay. And so what's behind the move? IBM's first quarter results failed to calm investor anxiety over artificial intelligence impact on the infrastructure and software giant. Software sales grew more than expected, but revenue in the company's consulting segment came in shy of estimates. Yeah. The enterprise information technology company maintained its full year guidance of constant currency revenue growth above 5% versus estimates of more than 5.1%. Okay. And let's see. In February, IBM plummeted more than 20%, its largest monthly decline in decades, after Anthropic unveiled a tool aimed at modernizing a programming language that runs on IBM mainframes. Yes, and IBM has pushed back, but it is what it is. So we're going to get into IBM a lot later on. Stay tuned for that. And we're going to go with Tesla as well as lowering, even though Tesla chart pattern is going down following the release of its first quarter earnings report. Some of the analysts are encouraged. Thank you very much for that. Can you digest the quoted data? Daisy, help digest that. Let's see. We will go into some of the gold mining companies later on. Daisy, if there's a mining company you want me to look at, put the mining company's ticker symbol in the comments, okay? Daisy, let me know which mining company you're looking at. No problem. So Tesla would be moving higher after hours instead of trading sideways, if not for the $5 billion increase in 2026 CapEx outlook, okay? The previous outlook of 20 billion was already around 2x higher than Tesla's previous peak, and the new outlook of 25 billion illuminates the scale of Tesla's ambition. Since Q1 CapEx was only 2.49 billion, Tesla's updated guidance implies strongly negative free cash flow for the rest of 2026. And again, there is a part of our program later on where we do go through everyone's requests for companies and the requests about which ticker symbols they want to look at. So if there's a company or a ticker symbol, just put the company name or the ticker symbol in the comments and we'll get to those later on, okay? Yeah, so Tesla is going to spend a lot more money. Their CapEx just went up, and even though they beat their earnings, that wasn't enough because of their CapEx. Yes. Thank you for those likes and those shares. Super appreciate it. Helps the channel. Friday, let's do this. Okay. Let's see. Daisy, send me a message and I can get back to you after the stream, okay? But that's not just a 1 second answer. But yeah, I know what you mean. Just message me and I'll get back to you after the stream, okay? Very good. All right, here we go. Moving on. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, semiconductors like NVIDIA and Micron are on a remarkable streak. Okay. Yeah. NVIDIA, which has risen 22%, 22.6%. Yeah. And NVIDIA is also the world's largest company by market cap at 4.92 trillion. Yes. See, did I miss a message here? Happy. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, NVIDIA, the largest company in the world by market cap, is at 4.92 trillion. And right here, it's dominated by a few mega cap names that are foundation. We've got NVIDIA, Broadcom, Micron, and AMD. The four chip companies have seen their chart patterns surge in April. Memory chip player Micron has gained 52%. Broadcom is up 45%. AMD is up 55%. And NVIDIA has tacked on 23%. So for those of you looking at those chart patterns, we've got those coming up just for you. All right. And also, TSM is rocking and rolling as well. They're having a happy Friday. They just surged 5% on fresh all-time high. Why? Because Taiwan's regulator loosened restrictions on how much funds can allocate to a single stock. Yes. So, again, under the revised framework, domestic equity funds that actively manage ETFs focused exclusively on Taiwan stocks will be allocated to up to 25% of their assets to any listed firm that carries a weighting above 10% on the exchange. Yes. The long-standing rule had capped fund managers' allocations to a single company at 10% of their portfolio's net asset value. Yeah. So TMC, whose shares had hit a record high on Thursday as well, last week reported a 58% increase in first quarter profits, beating estimates as the boom of AI intelligence drives demand for chips. All right. TSMC's net income of 572.4 billion new Taiwanese dollars for 3 months ended in March represent a fourth consecutive quarter of record profits. Yes. So we're going to go through them as well. Also looking here at Meta has a new deal with Amazon for their CPU chips. So Meta and Amazon, they're rocking and rolling together. Meta and Amazon said Meta will use Amazon Web Services Graviton 5 central processing unit chips, a deal an Amazon Web Service executive told Reuters would span multiple years and be worth billions of dollars. Meta will use tens of billions of cores worth of Graviton chips. Each chip itself contains 192 cores, but they can be assigned to different tasks. Okay, so again, happy Friday, everyone. There is good news out there. You just gotta find it. Now, while GPUs may be made by firms such as NVIDIA remain essential for training these AI models, once they are trained and deployed, they often run on CPUs. The CPU market is undergoing an AI-driven renaissance, with Intel saying this week CPU prices are rising as demand soars, okay? CPUs are soaring. Amazon Web Service has been developing its in-house CPUs since 2018 and is now on its 5th generation of chip, which it buys directly from Taiwan Semiconductor, okay? Now, so Meta has previously signed large chip deals with NVIDIA and AMD, and also worked closely with ARM Holdings on ARM's new CPU. As we scale the infrastructure behind Meta's ambitions, diversifying our compute sources as a strategic imperative, okay? So again, Meta and Amazon, big CPU deal. Yeah, we'll talk about that one coming up. Yes, for example, just send me a message and I will get back to you about that after the stream, okay? This is an educational channel. I share a lot of information, a lot of news and updates, but I don't make recommendations or suggestions on the live stream. Message me afterwards and we'll talk more about that, okay? Good vibes, good vibes. All right, and then right here, yeah, Meta's cutting lots of jobs. Microsoft is offering buyouts, and here we go. Here's another one from Microsoft, expanding 18 billion into Australia with their investments. Right here, Microsoft on Thursday announced a $18 billion investment into Australia's digital infrastructure, which will see the technology giant partnering with Canberra on initiatives spanning cybersecurity, workforce upskilling, and AI development, okay? Touting its largest ever investment in Australia, Microsoft said it would expand adoption of its Azure cloud computing infrastructure in the country by more than 140% by the end of 2029. So, the partnership would also see Microsoft expanding existing collaborations with government entities like Australia's Signals Directorate, Australia's Signals Intelligence Agency, and the Department of Home Affairs to secure critical intelligence agency, okay? As well as 3 million Australians on the use of AI by 2028. So there's a lot going on in Australia, a lot going on with Microsoft, and we're gonna get into more of that later on. MD Manic, thank you very much for the thumbs up. Let's rock and roll. Let me know if you have a company you want to look at, okay? There's Microsoft. And if you're looking into Palantir, Minneapolis campaigners press Swiss National Bank to dump Palantir investment. The Swiss National Bank should sell its $1.1 billion stake in Palantir Technologies, campaigners from Minneapolis said at the meeting of the central bank on Friday. Tomorrow 25 RTX, let's do it. I like that. Why not? RTX, you are on the list. Okay, let's keep going. And Swiss National Bank held 6.2 million Palantir shares at the end of 2025 as part of its 725 billion or 922 billion foreign currency investments. You're welcome. Tomorrow 25. And the foreign currency investments, according to the latest filings with the U.S. Securities Exchange Company, Palantir is a data analytics firm co-founded by tech billionaire Peter Thiel. And yes, we're talking about NVIDIA and Amazon in this program. The tickers are on the list. Amazon, if you remember, just signed that deal with Meta. So Amazon and Meta just signed a deal. We're going to get to them later on as well, okay? So since you asked about that, yeah, it's coming up. And we'll talk about the Amazon Meta deal with their CPUs as well. Palantir's work has come under scrutiny, following the fatal shootings of 2 U.S. citizens in separate incidents involving immigration officials in Minneapolis in January. That's part of the Palantir thing. A delegation from Minneapolis traveled to S&B shareholders meeting in Bern to present the city council's request that the central bank sever ties with Palantir over its links to ICE and surveillance activities. Got it. So, having said that, Let's keep going. Right on. Here we go. And then right here, AMD. Let's see, Dizzy. SNB. Okay. Right here. Got it, Dizzy. We'll look it up later. Okay. AMD stocks jump to record high on upgrade in Intel results. Let's look at here. AMD soared 10% to new highs in the pre-market trading on Friday. I just earned a new. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that, and thank you for those likes and shares. That does help the channel. So thank you very much. Yeah. What's behind the move? Well, upgraded shares of the chipmaker to buy rating from neutral following Intel's strong quarterly results and outlook. Intel's results highlight the pivotal role of central processing units playing amid growing demand for AI agents or bots that act on users' behalf. Okay. Can we talk about the good stocks to invest later after you end the live? Yes. Again, that's what that's for. Send me a message and we can talk about that, okay? Right on. All right. And then CPU is reasserting itself as AMD is reasserting itself as the indispensable foundation of AI era, and the once sleepy CPU market has taken off as the agentic workloads shift compute needs beyond GPUs. Analysts, okay, right about that. Yeah. So the firm raised its price target from 375 to 220 based on structural increase in CPU demand, improved visibility into AMD's role in the greater data center build out. There's that. Okay. And coming up here, yeah. Intel. Okay, Intel just cleared its .com era ceiling after earnings. Okay. So again, Intel is soaring after earnings. The company, this chart pattern is up 26%. I'm planning to buy stock. Okay, let's see. RY, I got your message. Okay, this is the educational channel. We talk about news, headlines, and everything in between. But for sharing thoughts, ideas, and suggestions about that, message me and we can talk more after the stream, okay? That's not a 1 second answer. I need to know more about what you're looking at, what your interests are, things like that. But yeah, good question. After the stream, just send me a message, okay? Thank you very much. All right, and let's see, Intel is now pushing above the .com era ceiling it set in 2000. The move comes amid Intel's best month in at least 50 years, okay? The company has already been pressing into the same zone that capped it in 2020 and 2021, just below its 2000 peak. Yes, so again, that's Intel, and also we'll be looking at, we'll take a look at ServiceNow, IBM as well. And okay, here's one about Honeywell. Honeywell is the big company that their chart stumbled more than 5% in pre-market trading on Thursday. And why? Well, the industrial conglomerate issued a second quarter forecast that came in below Wall Street's estimate, in a part due to the Middle East war. The company highlighted a revenue decline in its process automation and technology business, citing a challenging geopolitical environment. Okay, and free cash flow of $100 million was down year over year, primarily due to the timing of collections stemming partially from conflict. Honeywell expects second quarter earnings in the range of $2.35 to $2.45 per share, compared with $2.56. Sales for the quarter are projected to be between $9.4 billion and $9.6 billion, below the consensus estimate of $9.73 billion. All right, that's a little bit of an update on Honeywell. And year to date, the company is down 12%. All right, so that, and also looking at Nike, layoffs come after 775 Nike jobs were eliminated in January. Another 1,400 jobs are going to be laid off. This is our second round of layoffs. And let's see, yeah, we'll look at them. Here we go. And also, if you're looking at Starbucks, we're going to look at Starbucks very soon. So let's get right into it. For those of you that gave me some tickers, here, let's start the ticker program. Tick, 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 right on. Okay, RTX. For the person that asked me about RTX, here it is. Bang. RTX right here. Is an aerospace and defense company which engages in the provision of aerospace and defense systems and services for commercial, military, and government customers. Okay, so RTX right now, surprisingly, is actually dropping at the moment. It's correcting. It's sitting here 175 right now, and it looks like it's still going to be correcting. If you look here at the RSI, very oversold at 24. So for the person that asked me, had great earnings, increased guidance. Yeah, tomorrow 25. Yes. Let me take a look at that. Let's see. And yeah, Q1 just came out. Yes, great earnings. That's right. Look behind me. Great earnings. Yes, right there. And increased guidance. Absolutely right. So thank you for asking about that one. And I'm sure that one's going to serve you well. Yeah, Q1 came out, good earnings. Actually for Q1, Q4, and Q3, and also for 2025, good earnings there as well. So yeah, thank you very much for asking. Okay, and thoughts on AMD, Charlie Bender. Charlie Bender, yes, AMD is on the list. Give me about 10 minutes, 5 minutes, we'll get there, okay? Charlie Bender, it's coming up, all right? And someone already asked me about NVIDIA. Let's take a look here, NVIDIA. Wow, right now NVIDIA is already, bang, shooting up. It's already at 202. So pre-market, it was at 201. It's already right now at 202. So 202.61 actually. And look at that rebound right there. It went from 164, bang, up to now 202. It's crossed that $200 threshold. And yeah, right here, it is already correcting on the RSI, sitting at 67. And here we go. Volume already is at 23.13 million. Market cap is at 4.93 trillion. Yeah. And earnings also, they don't have Q1 yet, but that was NVIDIA. Also, we talked about Amazon and Meta. Why? Amazon and Meta have that CPU deal. So let's take a look. Somebody already asked me about Amazon. Here is your Amazon. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. And Amazon, wait, why is this 259? Yeah, right here. It's already gone from 199 up here to where is it? 259. Amazon is sitting at 259 for the person that asked me about that, and they just got that big deal with Meta. Tens of millions of Graviton CPU cores over 3 to 5 years. Starting with Graviton 5 for AI inference and search. Their volume is at 11.86 million, market cap is at 2.79 trillion. And they are actually, Amazon is very overbought at the moment. RSI is sitting in at 77 right there, yeah. And wow. And do they have a Q1 out yet? Looking here, earnings. No, they don't have a Q1 out yet, okay. And then, since we're gonna look at Amazon, let's touch base quickly with Meta. Meta, for the person that asked about the Amazon Meta deal. Right now, Meta actually went from 526 up to 668. Meta is actually rebounding right now. They've already moved up about 10 points already, probably on the Amazon deal. And then right here, dun, 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 Clutch reacts. Thank you for the nice comment. I'm not so sure sometimes. Sometimes I'm not so sure. Silver Met, greetings. And right now, let's see, Meta is sitting here at a 60 RSI. But yeah, so Meta is at 668 and they're rebounding. And they have that deal with Amazon Web Services. Volume is at 2.35 million. And market cap is at 1.69 trillion. MU is looking good. Silvernet, yes. MU is on the list. Give me about 5 minutes, 6 minutes, and Silvernet, it'll come up, okay? Hang with me, Silvernet. It's coming. But that's Meta. And Meta right now, do they have a Q1? No, Meta does not have Q1 earnings yet. But here we go. What's the best? Yeah, Clutch reacts. Again, that's actually a very tailored question. I'll give you a very tailored answer. contact me here after the stream and we can talk more about that, because that's not a simple answer. If you, during the stream, if you have a question about a specific company or a ticker symbol, drop it in the comments. But for that one, it's got to be tailored to what you're wanting and what you're doing, what your goals are. So we'll talk about that specific question after the stream, okay? But yeah, that's Meta right now. And again, Meta is doing that new deal with Amazon. And then also, I got asked about SNB. Here is SNB. Okay, yeah. This is about oil. Let's see. Hold on. Okay. Hold on one second. AMD. I'm sorry. AMD. Yeah. Let's see. The coffee is missing. Oh, hey. Here's your coffee. Do you even drink coffee? I do sometimes. Yes. Okay. I got it right over here too. All right. Don't worry. And I got the glasses here too. So don't worry, it's all coming. All right. Dun. Yeah. Thank you, Klutz Reacts. Thanks for understanding. Chat with you after the stream. All right. There's that. And for the AMD is rocking and rolling right now. They just jumped up. They had a record high right now. So take a look at AMD. Wow. Okay, it just jumped. Holy moly. It was at 193. And then yesterday it was at 304. And now, bang. It's at 346 right here. So if you're paying attention to AMD, it's setting some new highs right now. AMD shares hit a 52-week high near 300, and let's see, it rose 7% after hours, pushing markets up above 500 billion. Let's see, yeah. Clutch Reacts, yeah, we'll be taking a look at Tesla too. Don't worry, okay. Tesla's coming right up. Thanks for asking about it. I'll get right there, okay. And then dun. Also, look right here on AMD at the RSI. Bang! RSI is sitting here at 89. Super overbought. And look at the MACD. Bang! Look at that. Right now, volume is sitting at 27.84 million, and market cap is at 567 billion. All right. Now earnings. Let's see. Did the Q1 come in? Q1 has not come in for AMD yet. Okay, but again. Look at this. Holy moly. It's look at this chart pattern. Look right here. That's a hockey stick. Only one way to go. Yeah. So look at that one. Yeah. And what was it? AMD. Oh yeah, you asked me about Micron also, okay? So here is your Micron. Rocking and rolling. Yes. Elginor 212, give me a ticker symbol. Let me know what's going on, all right? Let me know what you're looking at today. Okay, Micron also is jumping up as well. Here we go. Yes, I'm doing 30 seconds trading so far. Although I lose much more if I just don't find it. Got it, Janus. I'm glad. So far so good. I'm happy for you then. I lose much more if I just don't ride that. Got it. Hey, if you got a strategy that works for you, go with it. Okay, Janus? Good vibes. Thanks for sending me a nice message. Happy Friday. If you have a question about a company or a ticker symbol, just drop it in the comments. We'll look it up on TradingView here. Also, if you have any other questions, feel free to send me a message, all right? But good vibes, Janus. Thanks for the thoughts. And here we go. Micron, it was at 315, and now, let me pull this down. It was at 3, and now it's sitting at 501. It's also rebounding today, 501. Look at that. Micron is up 52% year to date on strong HBM demand from AI and data centers. Intraday hit a 52-week high, bang, at 493.62, closing about 1%. Okay, right now it's at 501, okay? You are above let's see. What the hell are those green and red rectangle people putting in there? What are the green? I love it. Janus, your sense of humor is not lost on me. Yeah. dun, dun, dun. I usually just use my intuition. Hey, if intuition works, go with it. Go with it. Yeah. Dun dun dun. And let's see. Silvernet, you're coming up. Okay. Yeah. I think this is the one you wanted, Silvernet. Here we go. Here's for you, right here. NVIDIA forward. What's your name? Right. Nick. We just looked up NVIDIA a few minutes ago, but again, Nick, this is an educational channel. I can't really talk about what I'm thinking or what I'm doing because then the algorithm on the platform will restrict me. So that being said, I just keep this informational, and then if you want, you can also send me a message and ask me outside the stream. But during the stream, I just keep it educational, informational. Okay. I know that's not the answer you want. It's not a good answer, but that's the answer I have to give you. Sorry about that, Nick. Don't hold it against me. I'm just following the rules of the algorithm. But yeah, that's just how it works on the platform. But if you do have a ticker symbol or a company you want me to look at, feel free to put it in the comments. But yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, okay. Hey, Josh, welcome back. Good to have you. And thanks always for those likes and shares and subscriptions. I do appreciate that. Let's see, Josh, I know you can't remember. Should I trim? Okay, for you, I'll look it up again. We just looked at AMD. I'll tell you what, I'll just look it up. I'll share the information with you, and we'll go from there. Okay. Let's see. My glasses, Rayfusy 24, right here. I just haven't put them on yet. ELP, okay, got it. ELPW, okay, I got your message. Adam, I got your message. Let's see. For example, again, on this educational channel, Adam, what I can do is I can share the information with you. And then if you want more thoughts, contact me outside the stream and we can talk more, because the algorithm on this platform will ding me, restrict me if I talk about what I'm thinking, what I'm doing, or suggesting, okay? So keep that in mind. So if you want, there's that, if you want. If you don't want, I understand too, but I have to keep this strictly informational during the stream. So having said that, thank you again for the questions and all that. Okay, Micron right now is sitting at 499 right now, and it's up. Volume right now is at 11.2 million. Market cap is at 563 billion. Yes. And let's see, right there. Okay. Did I miss any comments? Okay. Josh, hang with me. I'll get to you right in just a moment. Micron, let's see, Q1. Yeah, okay. So Micron actually for Q2 beat the expectations, and for the people that asked about Micron, Q1 also beat the expectations, looking strong there. And then going back here, Micron, let's see, Josh, you asked me about AMD. For you, let's do it again. Here's AMD, Josh. AMD just hit a record. Let me get the article on that for you right here. Let's see. Yes, Josh. So AMD jumps to a record high on the upgrade and Intel results. Yeah, so look at this right here. Jumps to a record high. AMD's at 347 at the moment, jumping up, as you can see that right behind me. That's Josh. There's a hockey stick for you, Josh. Thanks, thanks for asking again. Yeah, that one's getting a lot of attention right now. Yeah. Yeah. So there it is again. It doesn't get more vertical than that normally. But again, look at the RSI, Josh. RSI is definitely way overbought. Again, how long? Nothing goes up in a straight line, right? Remember that, right? It can't go like that forever. So use your best judgment, Josh. It's like, how long can that really last? But yeah, for AMD, volume is at 28 million right now. Market cap is at 564 billion. And yeah, just, Josh, you know what you're doing. Go with it. Let's see. Kuso Kadare, hello, greetings, Kuso. And let's see. Okay, Ralph Vader, MSOS. MSOS. Okay, after a spike from the Trump weed reclassification. Oh, okay. For example, let me look that up. Okay, again, Ralph Vader. What I can do is I can look up the information for you and I can share it with you. But if you want my thoughts, I have to give it to you outside the stream because the algorithm only allows me to share information on this platform. Otherwise, it'll restrict the channel. So that's why I can't give, what I'm thinking, what I'm doing, or et cetera, et cetera. But I will look it up, share the information from TradingView, and then we can talk more afterwards, okay? There's that. Sorry, I know that's not the answer you want, but that's just the way it is. Thank you. Clutch reacts, BYDD. Okay, got it. BYDD. Okay. Thank you very much, Clutch reacts, for the symbol. Kuso Kadar. Hey again. And okay, so that's for you, Josh. Josh, you're gonna trim. Got it. Thanks, Josh. Really appreciate it. Okay, that's AMD, and also, yeah, somebody asked me earlier here about Tesla. Okay, here's your Tesla for the person that asked right here. Here we go. Yeah, Tesla right now actually is finally starting to rebound just a little bit. It's at 376. It was at 372, and you can also see that small rebound in the RSI. Right now it's sitting there at 49, very, very neutral on the RSI. And to start, yeah, Tesla's going to start Cybercab production later this year, and it agrees to buy an unnamed AI hardware firm for $2 billion and teams up on next generation manufacturing and semiconductor capabilities. So that's a little bit about Tesla. Their volume right now is at 17.9 million. Market cap is at 1.41 trillion. And also, you want to note here, they did just release their Q1 earnings. Bang! Q1 earnings did beat. They did beat the Q1 earnings. And same thing with Q4, also beat the earnings. So the earnings was good. But what was it that held Tesla back? Why did they keep on dropping earnings report? It was because their CapEx went up, and that's what the investors didn't like. So they liked the earnings report, but they did not like the overly CapEx because they already thought the CapEx was too high. So again, that's why the market reacted so much. Kuso Kadar, hello, greetings. And okay, there's your Tesla. Again, right now it's at 376. If you want more, just ask. Okay, and then you asked me about ELPW. Here we go. ELPW, rock and roll. Happy Friday, everyone. Hope it's gonna be a good one for you, and hope you had a good week. It's almost the weekend, So good vibes, good vibes. And ELPW, Elong Power Holding. Oh yes, a good power company. Here we go. Power. Engages in the research and development, manufacturing, sales, and service of high-power lithium-ion batteries for electric vehicles and construction machinery. Lithium batteries for electric and construction machinery, as well as large capacity, long cycle lithium-ion batteries for energy storage systems. Good. Thanks for asking about this. All right. And right now, it's actually not a very good chart pattern at the moment, but it's at 3.56. There's been a lot of trading recently, as you can see right there. And volume right now is at 53.7 million, and market cap is at 5 million right there. Yeah. So for the person that asked about that, thank you very much for the question. If you have other questions about that, ask. Here is MSOS. Here we go, MSOS. Okay, for the person that asked about U.S. cannabis, yes, I noticed that Mr. T just updated the rules about this. Pure cannabis, here we go. Yeah, Curaleaf and more cannabis companies soar. Regulatory breakthrough is coming. Volume is at 3.25 on this one. Can we check out tomorrow 25 Oracle? Yes. That's on the list right now as well. Very good. Thank you, Tomorrow 25. Volume at 3.25 million. And where is it here? Okay. Right now, the RSI on this one, US cannabis, is sitting very neutrally at 56. As you can see, it dropped and then it's rebounding right now. It went all the way from 5.5 down to 4.2, but it's at 4.52 right now, okay? And there you go. Thanks for that. Also, BYDDY right here. Okay, and yeah, so BYD energy vehicles, etc. Right now it's sitting at 12.89. For the person that asked about this, RSI is sitting here at 43. Volume is at 454,000. Market cap is at 125 billion. And let's see, right here, they don't have a Q1 out yet, but there's that right there. And then Oracle right here. Let's do Oracle. Where is it? Yeah. Okay, so for the person that asked about Oracle, here we go. There's Oracle, and then Cool Spirit, yeah, SMCI, yeah, why not? Let's do it. SMCI, here we go. Okay, here is, okay, on. Okay, Phil Collins 420, got you on that. We'll check it out. Welcome and happy Friday to you too. Here we go. Did you read? Let's see. SMCI. Welcome everyone. And yeah. For example, if you want, Clutch Reacts, you can send me a message and we'll talk more about that. Okay. Okay. Right now, Oracle pursues a large OpenAI deal backing AI data centers in Texas and Wisconsin. Banks face difficulties syndicating the loans meant to finance Oracle-supported data center builds, okay? Let's see, right now, Oracle is sitting at 171. They're actually market correcting right now. You can see that. They were at 189, now they're at 171. And right here on the RSI, it's at 58, okay? Let's see, Kusa Okudar, I'm not sure I understand the message. But okay, right here, for Oracle, volume is at 6.3 million, market cap is at 493 billion, and going here to the earnings right here, they do not have Q4 or Q1 out yet, okay? But there's that. But yeah, there's Oracle. There you go. Ethio, just send me a message and we can talk more about that, okay? For those of you having specific questions related to whatever your positions are, yeah, just send me a message because this is an educational channel. I cannot talk much about specific questions because of the algorithm. And let's see, ShoeGenX, Oklo. Yes, let's take a look here at Oklo. Give me 1 second here. I can't give you any more information than that during the stream, but if you because of the algorithm, this is an educational channel, so I just give information. But here's Oklo, and we can talk more about what's going on with Oklo. If you want, send me a message and we can go into more detail, okay? But due to the algorithm, I have to keep this just information only. Right here, Oklo, yeah, I know what you mean. And yeah, it did just go down. It's at 72.81 right now, ShoeGenX, and yeah, right here on the RSI, it just corrected down to 64. And yeah, 3 hours ago, yeah. Also, if you're looking for a little update here from TradingView, down here on the bottom right, it says Meta layoffs used to boost the stock. Why markets aren't buying it? Yeah, for example, but that's not the answer. There's more to it than that for sure. Now, Oklo, this is the this is fission reactors. Yeah, this is the one that provides the clean energy through the design and development of fast fission power plants. I'd have to for the ShoeGenX, I'd have to go into this a little bit, but if you want, send me a message, and I'd be curious to actually go into this a little bit more, because this is one that has been, we talk about this on the channel a lot. Oklo is a very interesting one. But thanks for the question, ShoeGenX. And if you want, message me, and I'll get back to you after the stream on this one, okay? Let's see, Phil Collins, I'm getting there, just one moment. So you just cashed out. Why did you cash out? Why? Tell me. And right here, dun. Okay, here we go. Right now, Oklo right now has a lot of trading volume, as you'll see right here. And they're sitting at 8.64 million. market cap is at 12.6 billion right there. And right here, okay, if you want a couple quick chart patterns for you, here's one for you. Here's your head, left shoulder, right shoulder, neckline, bang, dropping down. If you want more chart patterns, let me know. I've got many to show you. But yeah, that's Oklo. Did Oklo give the Q1 yet? 20K. Got it. I got you, Phil Collins. Okay, no Q1 yet on this one. But yeah, if you have other energy, let me know, okay? And if you have other energy companies or nuclear companies, feel free to put those in. Okay, tomorrow 25, I got your poet. No problem. And let's see, SMCI. For the person, Phil Collins, this is for you. You asked about ARM. Here we are going into ARM. I got you tomorrow, 25. Okay, here's your ARM. Give me 1 second. I'll get that for you. And running. Yes, I know. Busy. Happy Friday, everyone. Look at ARM. My God, ARM is... Okay, ARM is going... Here's another hockey stick one. And if you don't know about ARM, ARM engages in licensing, marketing, research, and development of microprocessors and systems, IP graphics, processing units, etc. Interesting. And ARM, dang, look at all... It went from, bang, it was at 139, and hockey stick, it just jumped up to, yeah, what is it now? Phil Collins, right now it's at 226. Yeah. Got you. Wow. Already, yeah, it's, wow. Yeah, so U.S. chip makers hit record highs as Intel turbocharges the AI rally. AI is on a rally, that's for sure right now. As we talked about earlier, many of those companies are just ratcheting up. And here we go. RSI for ARM right now is sitting here at 84, super overbought. But look at this, again, look at this chart pattern. You can see it right behind me. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Volume right now is 8.87 million. Market cap is at 217 billion. And then right here, did they give a Q? No, they don't have Q4 or Q1 yet. Okay. Here we go. Anyway, thanks, Phil Collins, for the heads up on this. Interesting. There's another hockey stick for you right there. And let's see, that was on. And also, you asked me about SMCI. Here is your SMCI. All right. Super microcomputer. Yes, this one's not a hockey stick, but they can't all be hockey sticks. But anyway, here's SMCI. It's rebounding on the day. For the person that I think it was you that asked me about it right here. It's at 28.64. Super microcomputer. And Oracle canceled a $1.1 billion order for 300 to 400 NVIDIA GB300 racks after media tied the cancellation to a Department of Justice indictment naming Super Microcomputer's co-founder. Oh, that's right. I remember this. Oh my God. Yeah, tied to the cancellation over indictment of smuggling the GPUs to China. That's right. This was huge news. Yeah. We went into this. That's right. Yeah. I think that's what this was for right here. Yeah. So yeah, this is the company. Yeah, smuggling GPUs to China. That'll do it. I'm gonna drop 100K on SMI. Might as well. It's Phil Collins. It's only money. What the heck? Yeah, right. Good vibes. I appreciate the subtle Friday humor. Yes. So here we go. Yeah, SMCI. Boom. They're rebounding from their 20. They've rebounded back up to. They were down to 20. They've rebounded back up to 28.7, and that's SMC. This is the smuggling GPUs to China. RSI is sitting very neutrally right now at 55 right there. Volume is at hold on one second. Okay, volume right now is at 11.42 million. Any tips for Riyadh, for example, again, on this channel, this is a very educational channel, so I just share information. But if you want, for your question, I'd have to answer that outside the stream. Send me a message and we can talk more about that. if you want. If you don't want, I understand too. But during the stream, I just keep it informational only. And then for those questions, I'll do it outside the stream, okay? MSTR, and okay, MSTR noted. Here we go. And right here, where was it? SMCI, okay, that's done. And then also, you asked about, who was it? You just asked about Poet, right? Here we go. So Poet, here we are, engages in designing, developing, manufacturing, and sale of optoelectronic solutions for sensing, data communications, and telecommunications markets. It developed Poet Optical interposer platform, which allows the integration of electronic and photonic devices into a single multi-chip module. Cool. So here we go. Yeah, Poet Company eyes best week, the best week in nearly 2 years. Interesting. Yeah. And wait, hold on. What's this? Yeah, they're hinting at a possible Amazon connection. So that's interesting. So thanks for sharing this about Poet. Thank you very much. And hey, those likes, those shares, those subscriptions you're doing, thank you very much for those. I super appreciate that very much. Okay, here's Poet. Here's another hockey stick. Here's Poet. Bang, bang, bang. Poet, Poet, Poet. Look at this. Went from 4 straight up, and now it's at, what is this? 14.67. Yeah. And look at that trade volume. And that RSI sitting overbought at 79. Nice. Volume, RSI on Poet, tomorrow 25. Yeah, it was, RSI was at 82. Right now it's at 79. Okay. It's MSTR is coming. I got you. I didn't forget about you. Okay. And right now for Poet, the volume is at 28.3 million. And market cap is at 2.18 billion. Yeah, and see, do they have a? They do not have Q1 yet for earnings. Okay, so that's Poet. Now MSTR, I got your MSTR right here. Okay, here we go. MSTR, bang. Yes, strategy. Yeah, I got it. I got a bunch of quality. They just keep going down. Make it make make it make sense. Nothing makes sense. Okay, there is no. You just gotta have a sense of humor. Okay, so right now you asked about MicroStrategy. Here we go. Dun dun dun. Okay, look at this trade volume right here. Interesting. Yeah, it's actually recently it's gone from 122. It's at 171 now. You asked about MSTR. 171. It is rebounding at the moment. Yeah, today it's actually correcting, but it's still, what was it? April 9th, it was at 118, and now it's at 171. So there you go on MSTR. And RSI is still almost overbought. It's at actually 66, so it's still pretty high. MicroStrategy bought 34,164 Bitcoin at 74,395 each. And volume right now is at 4.4 million. Market cap is at 59.2 billion. There we go. So there's MSTR for you. And right. Okay. And let's see. And now let's get into a couple other ones that we talked about. Here we are. Let's go into Warner Brothers. Oh yeah, we're gonna get into NVIDIA and Intel IBM. So here is NVIDIA. I've been asked about, people have asked me a lot about this one. Yeah, NVIDIA, wow. Okay, NVIDIA keeps on going. It was struggling at just about 200, 199 during pre-market, and now it's already at 205. So wow, it's definitely crossed that $200 threshold with confidence, okay? Wow. Just today only, yeah, it went up 5 points from 200 just today only. So if you're looking at NVIDIA, there's to you. And here we go. Also, yeah, analysts say NVIDIA could earn about 30 billion from China's AI infrastructure if China approves the broad H200 sales and NVIDIA's chips, roughly 1.5 billion H200 chips this year. So if it can get those chips to China, that's a big deal for NVIDIA. Look at this right now. RSI is still right there, almost overbought at 70. and volume is at 38.2 million, and market cap is at 4.98 trillion, almost a 5 trillion. That's Nvidia right now. 4.99 trillion right now. And then right here, earnings, did they get the, yeah, they have not got their Q1 in yet, okay? But that's looking at you, Nvidia. We were gonna look here at, oh yes, somebody asked me about Tesla already. Again, I really appreciate those likes and those shares, guys. That really helps the channel. Thank you for subscribing and for the questions. Tesla right now, you guys asked me already. Tesla has a slight rebound, 374 right now. And yeah, they're gonna start their Cybercab production later this year. Right now, their volume is at 21.5 million. Market cap is at 1.4 trillion. Okay, that's looking at you, Tesla. And we spoke about Amazon, because Amazon just got that deal with Meta for their Graviton chips. Okay, and look at Amazon right here, 259. Look at this, look at this hockey stick behind me as well. Another hockey stick. All right, here we go. Amazon, right here, 199. Bang, bang! I'm telling you, up to 259. Went from let's see, that was March 31st. It was at 199, and now it's at 259 right now. Let's see. Hello, greetings, hello gold trader. We're also going to get into some of the gold and silver later with the miners and how they're being affected by the price of oil, because the petrodollar has gone up, so the value of gold and silver goes down, and so do the miners. We'll get you there. So Tesla is bullish. I didn't say that. I'm showing you the information. If you, for example, if you have more questions about get a grip, if you have more questions about Tesla, send me a message outside the stream. During the stream, I just give you some of the information. Outside the stream, I can talk to you more, okay? And here we go. That's Amazon right now. Yeah, they just made the Amazon AWS just made the deal with Meta for tens of millions of these Graviton CPU cores that are going to cover 3 to 5 years, starting with the Graviton 5 in the US data centers to support Meta's AI workloads, okay? Amazon right now way overbought at 78. Volume is at 15.6 million. And let's see, what missing messages here. Yes, gotcha. Thank you very much for all those likes, follows, and shares. That really helps the channel. Super, thank you. Market cap for Amazon is at 2.8 trillion. And let's see, did Amazon have a Q1 yet? No, not yet. But here also, we have to look at TSM. Why TSM? Because TSM also, where is it? Yeah, TSM, Taiwan Semiconductor, also just hit a record high. TSM, because they increased their single stock investment caps for funds. Let me give you that update right here. TSM, whose shares hit a record high on Thursday and reported a 58% increase in first quarter profit, okay? TSM, you are rocking and rolling. Let me give you the stats on that right here. Yes, so it went from 315 on April 6th, bang, and today it is up here at 398. Look behind me. See, that's another. It's not a hockey stick, but it's pretty. I can stretch that out, make it look like a hockey stick, right? Look at this. I'll put my crayon there and. There, that's your hockey stick for you. But yeah, so here we go. That's Taiwan Semiconductor, and their RSI is only at 66, so they have room to run. And right now, yeah, here we go. Volume is at 7 million, and market cap is at 1.7 trillion. 1.7 trillion for Taiwan Semiconductor. And let's look here. Let's see, Q1, they have their Q1, look right here, beat all the expectations, same thing as Q4 and Q3, all right? Taiwan Semiconductor, bang. And another one that we were gonna look at for sure is Taiwan Semiconductor, where is it? And we talked about, we talked about NVIDIA Micron already, and here, IBM, we have to look at them also because they are, Yeah, IBM, they're tanking right now because their quarterly results failed to quell the concerns of AI right now. So again, if you're watching and you have questions about a company, just drop the ticker symbol, just drop the name of the company. We'll look it up for you right now because we're in the part of the program where we do look up your questions and answer your questions about the company right here. So IBM. Yes, look at this. They are not actually doing... Okay, look at this drop. Bang! It's just going the wrong way. So it went from 258 down to, bang, 228. So IBM is at 228 right now. Yeah. Yeah, so 228, whew, straight down from 258. And the RSI is sitting down here at 36, okay? And yeah, let's see, IBM. Volume right now is at 2.65 million. Market cap's at 214 billion. And yeah, so again, IBM keeps their revenue guidance at greater than 5%. And Q1 software revenue was at 7.1 billion, down. Okay, yeah. Shares fell 8 to 10% after the unchanged guidance. And yeah, so there's IBM for you. And right now, do they have a Q1? Let's see. Q1, yeah, Q1 actually did beat earnings. Q1 beat the earnings right there. And let's see. Sorry guys about all the spam in my channel. I try to keep it out, but spammers keep coming in. Anyway, okay. And also, one of the things that we're going to check out for you right here is right now, what's Brent crude is sitting here at 104.96, basically 105. West Texas Intermediate's at 95. Again, let me know what the price of gas is in your neighborhood and how it affects you. Are you gonna, my question is this, how does it affect you? Are you going to stop traveling, stop entertainment, or cut back on groceries, or cut back on medical care? How does it change your life? What are you gonna do to adjust for it? Let me know. And here we go. Let's look at a couple of oil companies. Exxon at the moment, so oil is going up, and you can see right here, yeah, Exxon is rebounding a little bit at the moment. Let's look at Chevron right here. Let's see, Chris, USEG, okay. Let me do USEG, US Energy Corporation. Thank you very much, Chris. Here we go. U.S. Energy Corporation, for those who don't know, engages in the acquisition and development of natural gas properties. It operates in, South Texas, West Texas, Rockies, etc. It's headquartered in Texas. Thank you for sharing this. Okay, let's look here. At the moment, U.S. Energy is also actually rebounding. Actually, today, though, it's on a slight correction, but it's been rebounding ever since April 13th, but at the moment, it just dropped, yeah. Right now, it's at 0.86, a small drop. RSI is sitting right here at 50. And, yeah. U.S. Energy Corporation schedules first quarter conference. There we go. Volume is at 438,000. Market cap is at 46 million. And if we go here, let's see what's their earnings right now. They don't have a Q1 yet. But yeah, interesting. Chris, thank you very much for the ticker symbol and the question. Let me know, guys, if you have other companies or tickers, symbols that you want to look at. And let's rock and roll. Happy Friday, guys. And let's go to another energy one. Here is Chevron. Chris, thank you also. Appreciate it. Happy Friday. And Chevron is also, surprisingly, doing a small correction. I thought it would be up, actually. Here is another one. Let's do ConocoPhillips. Here we go. Dun dun dun. Yes, ConocoPhillips. This one is actually rebounding as well. That's what I thought. But the way, for example, usually the way it works. Here, Chart Masters. Stop spamming my channel. Gosh, all the spam on my channel. Let's see. Happy Mother. Okay. Phil Collins, dude, your humor is not lost. Thank you very much. Yes, happy Friday to you too. Okay, and let's go to some of the gold and silver ones. So because because oil is up, the dollar is up, and then therefore gold and silver usually work inversely. So let's look here. And one of the big ones of Freeport McMoran. Freeport, where is it? Freeport McMoran, one of the big ones. Yeah, look at this one. It's actually correcting a lot because dollar is up, oil is up, so the metals go down because they're priced in dollars. Bang! It went from 69 down to 61. Look at that. Right behind me, that's a correction. That's Freeport McMoran. Lou, thoughts on TSM? We just went over that. I'll go over it again just for you. Lou, give me a like, a share, and whatever else. But I'll look it up right now for you. Okay, here's TSM. Just for you. Here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Thank you, Lou. I want to see. There we go. There's the likes. There's the shares. I like it. There's a subscription. Thank you, Lou. Okay, TSM. Here you go. Lou, TSM just hit a record. I want you to know that right here. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Thank you, Lou. Right here. TSM shares jump to a record high as Taiwan eases the single. There we go. That's for you, Lou. That's for you. Okay. And Gamer38, welcome to the fun channel where we talk about everything U.S. news, headlines, markets, and everything in between. We make it fun, okay? Especially on a Friday. Hope you're having a good week. And here is your, Lou, here's your TSM right here. I'll make this look a little bit more like a hockey stick. There you go. there you go, Lou. There's your hockey stick. Dun, dun, dun. I bought a I'm not sure if that was smart, but I'm pretty new to this. No problem, Lou. No problem. Thanks for making the channel more better. Thanks for making the channel stronger. And if you ever want to reach out, feel free to reach out. Okay. So right now, TSM again, volume is at 7.94 million, Lou, and market cap is at 1.71 trillion. Okay. And let's see, do they have a Q1? Yes. So TSM's Q1 right here behind me. This is the earnings. They beat the earnings, Lou, for Q1 and Q4 and Q3. So thank you very much, Lou. I appreciate it. I'm looking for do you need. If you have a company or a ticker symbol that you want to learn about, drop it in the comments and we'll look it up right now, just like Lou just did. And yeah, let's keep going, okay? So we were looking at Freeport McMoran. The gold and silver miners just corrected because oil and the dollar just went up. Let's look at another one. Newmont. Newmont. Here's another one. Surprisingly, I don't know why. Surprisingly, Newmont actually just rebounded. Interesting. So here we go. Newmont went from 108 up to 118. That's interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Let me look up another one for you. Here's one. Rio Tinto right here. Dun, dun, dun. Here's Rio Tinto. It's another big miner. They're actually not correcting either. Let me look at the Pan American. Hold on. Pan American right here. Pan American Silver. Here we go. Here's another big miner for those of you who are into miners. Pan American is correcting a little bit. I'm surprised it's not correcting more. But anyway, again, if you're looking for an update, Brent crude is at 104, West Texas at 94. And also, let's keep going here. We talked about Meta cutting 8,000 jobs and Microsoft offering buyouts for many of their staff. And we talked about how Meta also actually just made the deal with Amazon for some of their new Graviton chips. So they're working together. And then Microsoft is going 18 billion into Australia. And let's look at Palantir, because Palantir is under pressure from the Minneapolis campaigners because of what just happened there. Let's look at them. Here we go. Palantir, PLTR. Okay, if anyone has questions about Palantir. Okay, yeah, Palantir actually, interestingly enough, they just corrected as well. Look at this drop. This was yesterday. They went from, oh my God. Yeah, they just went from 149 down to 141. And today they are correcting, Palantir is correcting from 142 down to 140. Okay, so that's Palantir. I've got a lot of questions. People have asked me a lot about Palantir. Hopefully that's helpful. Yeah, we can talk more about that, but that's an interesting one. It had rebounded from 128 up to 152, but now it's back down to 140. Okay, and here we go. Here's another one. Procter and Gamble. I know this is not a tech one, but Procter and Gamble earnings beat the estimates and they just jumped up 7%. This is Procter and Gamble we're talking, okay? So let's look right here. PNG right here. Procter and Gamble up 7%. Yes, look at this. Bang, bang, bang right here. 7%. Look at that. They went from 143 up to 150, okay? And then, yeah, wait, they went up 143 up to 152. Now they're back down to 150, okay? That's Procter & Gamble. Here, let me show you, do they have their Q1? No, they don't, but okay, let's go back here. But yeah, they're up 7%. Look at the RSI right here. It's at 58, okay? And look at this. Here's your chart pattern. Here's your head, left shoulder, right shoulder, neckline, bang, pushing that down, okay? Right there, chart pattern pushing it down. And let's go right here, Procter & Gamble. Volume was at 4.72 million. Market cap is at 349 billion. Yeah, Procter & Gamble forecasts 150 million commodity headwind, foreign tariff headwind after it targets capex and adjusted. Okay, there we go. And also right here, that's Procter & Gamble. And also for the obesity out there, Lilly's obesity pill hits nearly 4,000 prescriptions in this after its launch. That tells you that there's a lot of overweight people out there. So, Papa, welcome back. Hey, oh, darn it, Papa. Okay, let me get you on this one. Okay, I got you. WRLG. Happy Friday, Papa, and thanks for joining again. Always good to have you here. And let's see, West. Oh yeah, you're right. It did pull back. Holy moly, like a lot. Huh, a lot, Papa. Okay, here we go. Dun dun dun. Yeah, this was a serious pullback. Yeah, it dropped a lot. Down 15K. Yeah. Got it. Interesting. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Got it. GT going to a conference call. Okay, greetings. Thank you very much. And we will, actually, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for the likes, the comments, the shares, and the questions. If you have further questions, feel free to message me outside the stream. You can either message me on YouTube or message me on TikTok. And have a great weekend. See you again on Monday with more questions and more answers and everything in between, everything US headlines. Have a good weekend, everyone.